Good evening, you lovely lot, afternoon, morning, good whatever it is, wherever you are across the globe, and welcome to Beautiful Beginnings. It's Thursday though, Craig. Where's Cartload? Well, you've missed it. You missed it. We did have an incredible 3-hour cartload last night. So for this week only, what we've done, we've swapped them around. We were able to get Leanne here for launch day yesterday. So therefore, what we've done is we thought, well, but Leanne...
Little Leanne?
Sorry?
Little Leanne?
Little Leanne?
Oh.
Little Leanne? Did I say Little Leanne?
You said Little Leanne.
Did I?
You did.
Did I?
You did.
No, I didn't. I didn't, Charlotte, did I?
You did.
No, I don't think I did.
Little Leanne,
No,
we'll
I
go
don't.
back
Yeah,
and
we'll watch it back later on. We'll watch that. I hate watching myself back, so they can watch themselves back. Yes. So they're going to check the VR. So yeah, so while Leanne was in, we thought, right, we will make the most of our treasure time. So we had that 3-hour cartload. So cartload was moved to last night, and then Beautiful Beginnings is moved to tonight, of course. Nighttime when I reference that is, of course. Here in the UK, we are going to be having a look at lovely, gorgeous Wisteria collections, as well as a few other things as well. What I do want to say, first and foremost, though, we are in the middle of our sweet surprise. So for today, we are giving 5 lucky winners the opportunity to win their order, and you don't have to wait a couple of weeks. You will find out tomorrow if you are one of the lucky 5 winners. So all that you need to do now, let's see if we can get this going smoothly for the end of the day here. What you need to do is whatever you purchase, go into checkout, check it out as normal. Don't do anything different. Then what you're going to do is you're going to go back onto our website there, and then you're going to go up to the top where you're going to be seeing on our website, you are going to be seeing the actual golden ticket competition. Click on that one. Yes, we've done it, Charlotte. Brilliant. That one there, you're going to click on there. What you're then going to do is you're going to put in your email address. You're going to put, hi, I'm so getting my P45 by the end of the day, that's for sure. You're going to put in your email address. You're going to put in where you're from. And then you're going to put in what crafts you like. That's all you need today. You don't need to do anything else. All that you just need to do is fill in that details. Now, putting in the actual email address there, that will correlate to, of course, the email address on your that's going to, what did you say? I'm finishing this in a minute.
Because they've done the VAR.
They've done the VAR. I did not say.
And I went like this. So I took me right close because I didn't think the mic were on. Hello, by the way, I'm Debbie. And I went, it's the way he says him. That's what I said. And I didn't realise they're going, nah, microphone's on, the level edit. Whoops.
Well, it's not that bad. I yawned in the middle of crap later on, so...
Yeah, when I was talking, you did.
Yes, absolutely, so that's nothing. So, yes, check the VR. I did not say Little Leanne. So, very, very quickly, once again, once you've completed your order, you're going to go back onto, of course, our website. You're going to go into that golden ticket competition. Click on that. Email address, where you're from, and the crafts that you like. That's all that you need to do. That email address correlates to, of course, your email address on your order. Sit back, relax, and you never know, tomorrow, with myself and Debbie, 5 lucky winners are going to win their order. So therefore, we might be saying your name. Yes, God heavens, Johnny, it's me and Debbie again tomorrow. That's going to be good. Oh, and Nicola. Ho, ho, ho. If you think Johnny's bad, it's Nicola that's in tomorrow. So, yes, now your order is going to be from, of course, first thing this morning, right up to 11:59, wherever you are across the globe. So keep that one in mind. You can put your details in. If you do a few different orders within one day, you can, of course, put them into the website. However, or if you do win, if you are a lucky winner, you will only win one of those orders, so just keep that one in mind. After all of that, I hope it's crystal clear. If not, go back to Wake Up Call in Craftfault where I explained that a little bit better. We were a lot fresh then, we really, really were. Right, we've got Susie on the social, so we'll have a read of comments in a moment, but Debbie, it's Beautiful Beginnings. We're back together again.
We are indeed.
What are we looking at?
We are indeed. What we're going to be looking at? Whoops. I'm looking at me. You've got me back, haven't you, already? I was looking at my finished samples, Craig.
Oh, sorry.
Yes, because we've got Wisteria, the Wisteria collection. We've got Shimmer ink pads. We've got the Masquerade. I've even got, you behave yourself, I've even got the embossing folder mystery bag.
Oh, yeah.
So I've brought that out of the craft vault into this show. And I'm trying to think, what else have I got? Behave yourself, you. We've got loads on the show.
Shall I give you a bit more time to get sorted?
Yes, please, because I've got my big basket underneath all like this. I'm just having a little fiddle through, you see, just getting what I need out of the basket.
Yeah, well, Johnny, you know by that I don't go with the plans, do I? I just like to throw a spanner in the works, that's for sure. Thank you so much, guys. I love you all for saying that. I did not say little Leanne.
No, it's the way. So the thing is, it's the way you say it, because I love your accents. I could listen to you all day long, Craig, and it's the way you say it. So I thought you said little. You didn't.
I didn't, no.
You didn't.
No. A few different things people thought I said, but it wasn't little. Susie is saying, Georgianne Curley's in saying, hi, Craig, Debbie from Clearwater, Florida. Diane's in saying, good evening all from Walsall. Beth Malone saying, hi from upstate New York. Well, hello to you too. We've got Lois saying, good afternoon, everyone from Ohio. Well, Ohio to you. We've got Jill Craft saying, hi from North Yorkshire. Bet it's cold there. Carletta's in saying, hi, everyone from Arkansas. Kendall's in saying, hello, everyone from Minnesota. Lillian on Facebook is saying, Debbie, Craig didn't say little Leanne. He just stumbled on the L and said it again. I did stumble. Carol Lewis is saying, afternoon all. LQM saying, good morning from San Jose, California. Mary Pat 1000 is saying, good morning, everyone from Montana. Susan Dodd is saying, hello from British Columbia, Canada. We've got Michelle Wagner-Smith saying, hello all from icy Detroit, Michigan. Unique Craft Corner on YouTube is saying, he said, let Leanne. And then Samantha, there you go, there you go.
You see, the thing as well is what people don't realise is that you are quite a distance away from me. It's a great big studio and it echoes as well, so it bounces. So and it's like, and
like ping pong.
Yeah, and I've got something in this ear, so I've only got one ear working. So that's why I'm trying to like make myself excuses here.
You no.
I'm making excuses, but it's true. That's true. Sometimes you think I've said something, I think you said something, and we haven't really said that at all, have we?
Well, but usually you do say it, but you know what I mean.
Behave. I'm going to be good. Have you noticed I've been quite good today? It's been you.
Actually, no, we've both actually been quite good, actually.
We've been on our best behaviour. We've been proper, true professionals.
Very. Samantha Lewing on YouTube saying, I think Craig said, let in Leanne. I did indeed.
Let in Leanne, yeah.
Gilmore saying, hi everyone. Checking in from Maryland. Lynn Blackledge is saying, go live. Granny is saying, hi from the Isle of Wight. And Val Lloyd is saying, hi Craig and Debbie. Yes, I'm still here. Looking forward to seeing what you make. Val in Southampton. And Christine Mahoney is saying, hello again, everyone. Well, hello to you too. 2 hours of beautiful beginnings here. If there is anything you're wanting to ask, anything you're wanting Debbie or myself to go over when it comes to these collection, just let Susie know, and then we will do that for you, of course. But let's have a look at the Wisteria collection. Here we go. Now, when it comes to this one, it's not that full collection, but you've then got... Sorry.
Did you have it ready, Craig?
I dropped a couple of things. Do you notice that? I went to go down and I thought, I can't go down without that camera seeing me from behind, so I thought, I've just got to do it. Like that.
You should have done that, Craig, where you do that.
Oh, the stairs?
Yeah, down that stairs bit, where
like
you're going
that,
down, so you're going downstairs. Not my kind of stairs.
I can do the left.
I can get to about there and that's it.
I can go down in the left.
The
left's fine. Anyway, right, yo. Shall we do what we're here to do and actually show you what we've got? We best do that. 10 minutes into the show. We better do that. Right. Wisteria Selection Collection that we've got here that I keep calling it. 18 stamps, 19 dies, 2 embossing folders, and so much more. They worked hard on that title, didn't they? Right, let's have a look when it comes to the stamps that you're going to get here. You've then got the stamp sets here. I seriously don't know what's wrong with me today. I don't know what's wrong with me. Yeah, it is lack of sleep. It is lack of sleep. That as well, Charlotte. All of the sentiments. So you've got your beautiful sentiments there. You know, you've got the friendship, the kindness, the distance. You've got with love, beautiful. Whether you're just putting them into a little section of your card or project, maybe you're going to use them within the middle. This is all that you're getting within this Wisteria collection here. You've then got your trailing wisteria. Debbie done a beautiful demonstration within Wake Up Call, where in actual fact it was demo of the show, and she put this all the way around the actual lid of the box, so you can be doing that one, of course. But then we've got Wisteria Blossom here. She's got that gorgeous Wisteria stamp, but you've got the die that coordinates with it. So cutting it out, or you could use the stamp on its own, or you can actually use the die on its own to create an aperture if you wanted to. Ornate window. Again, this was one that Debbie used within that demonstration with that box. Gorgeous for all throughout the year, of course, because you could have your springtime flowers, or you could have your autumn foliage if you want, or have the wisteria as it is titled. We've then got our timeless cameo. Now, we know that I love my nesting, mats and Laird dies, so you've got your 4 of them here. And they do exactly that. They give you that timeless cameo effect. We've then got our 5x7 3D embossing folder. Now this one is absolutely divine. Whether you come along and simply ink it, pop it on a card and add a little sentiment, you don't need to do much, or you can go to town with the actual wisteria if you want. You've got your seam binding ribbon, you've got your wonderful wisteria dies. Now these are intended for your flower forming foam, but of course as we know by now you can absolutely cut your cardstock as well with these. You've got whimsical wisteria here, so you've got those little accents of wisteria with all those foliage elements too. Then some of my favourite sentiment dies that we do, and that is where you've got the die and the stamp, the word die and the word stamped together, and you can make your own little phrase if you want. So you've got your friend, you've also got beautiful. We've then got our timeless bird cage. Not only that, what you're also going to be getting is your 4x6 embossing folder. You're getting the embossing folder and you're getting your 3 stencils as well. So emboss, layer with colour. You can use the embossing folder on its own, use the stencils on their own, of course. That gives you more crafty ways. But all of that is what you're getting for £78 or $92. If you are platinum, however, that comes down to £56 or $73.60. There is a few additional items that work with the wisteria that we've got individually on the website. We don't have enough to fulfill that full collection. So you can get more of your 9x12 flower forming foam from the wisteria. You can also get the linen cardstock from the wisteria collection, but it's very, very limited. So keep that one in mind. And we also have the 6x6 wisteria decoupage, which is also limited as well. All of those 3 there have an additional 5% saving on them. So if you are wanting to stock up on them, or maybe this is the first time that you're going for this collection, I would highly recommend that you pop them in your basket as well, because then it'll just, of course, complement that full collection. Everything is on Shop the Day, crafterscompanion.co.uk.com.au. Whenever you check this out, or anything you check out, please, please, please go back onto our website for the sake of like 10 seconds, if that. Go into that golden ticket competition, click it, email where you're from, what crafts you like, and that's it. Sit back, relax, don't do anything, and you never know, myself and Debbie might read out your name tomorrow, whereas 5 lucky winners will win one of their orders from today. So you can see the details right along the bottom. Okie doke. Debbie, what are we going to be doing?
Well, I'm going to show you a few samples first, for the benefit of those who may not have seen this collection working together, and then also just to give you a little refresher if you have, and give you a little bit of inspiration, and then I'm going to take my take on it as well. So these are some of those amazing samples that our gorgeous design team have done. Really beautiful. I love this one, Craig, because this is that gorgeous embossing folder that you can run any ink through, but this one's had that texture paste, which I still absolutely love it. I adore that.
You know how, sorry Deb, I was just waiting to say, you know how earlier on we were teasing for one thing? Do you know what both me and you got today that would work with that as well, wouldn't you?
Yes. Can we not say no more? No. We can't, I don't think we can we?
I don't think we can, no.
No, I don't think we can. Just put it this way, some amazing things are coming in March. That's all I'm going to say, because it is March, isn't it? Yes, it is March, yes. Some amazing things that all the experts are dying to get their hands on. We've got hats first. We've got hats first. Not because of favouritism or anything like that, just in case the other experts are watching.
No, we do have shows
Just
coming
because we have shows. I've got a launch with it down somewhere else. Craig's got involved in the launch day here, so that's why we've got our hands on it first. Just can't wait. Anyhow, going back to the wisteria, take a look at these beautiful, beautiful samples. That's that gorgeous birdcage. I think that's really classic design, using some of those papers and then just a bit of black and white cardstock with some of that wisteria. The window itself is stunning. You can take these into home decor pieces as well. Lovely Lisa's done a beautiful door hanger, and she's used the elements wrapped around there, and then the birdcage that she's enamelled by using her opaque inks. But loads of lovely ways that you're going to be able to use this. That beautiful border. When I said that you could, definitely use it because it's trailing wisteria, but there's nothing to stop you from using it in any shape or way at all. And then another one of those lovely ones there using the shimmer inks this time, which is what I'm going to do later on as well. However, this is Beautiful Beginnings. And Beautiful Beginnings, sometimes it's about stripping things back, keeping it nice and easy. When you've got a collection like this though, it's hard.
It's very hard, it is.
It's hard to keep things simple because, honestly, it's just such a beautiful collection. I'm going to use a few of the elements. I'm going to use a Timeless Cameo, which is, as I see it, a set of nesting dies that nest nicely on top of each other, that cut out solids. You've got 4 dies altogether. I'm just going to use, for the time being, this smaller one, and I'm going to get a little bit of low-tack tape and hold that down into place. I am going to use the trailing wisteria again. I've taken some of that gorgeous linen cardstock, and it really is beautiful. The colours in that pack are absolutely gorgeous. And I'm just going to drop that into, because I want quite a bit of a chunk here. So I'm going to take it down to the very bottom, and then you can measure it to size because this is a nice big die. However, I'm using it to create a little bit of a textured layer, so I'm not too worried if it goes a little bit skew with. So I'm just going to pop that under as well. So let me bring in my plates. I wonder if I can get them both on. Let's have a nosy. No, too tight fit. Don't matter. We'll do them separately. It's fine. So I'm just going to run those through. But yeah, even though it's Beautiful Beginnings, we always say Beautiful Beginnings is a bit like a starter show for anybody new or refreshing things, or maybe doing some basic techniques and things like that. But yeah, it's just difficult when the collection's so gorgeous. It really
is, isn't it?
It really, really is. So again, I'm just going to take that off and lift that off. I'm going to bring in my scissors. And I'm just going to release it by taking it up to that very edge, and then the other side as well. And that just releases that gorgeous, even in that purple, it just looks absolutely beautiful. The detail is amazing in that as well. And then I'm going to come in and use, just like I said, just one of the frames. Let me turn that over, spin that around. See, I'm trying to be good. They're fairly new plates. I'm trying to do the spin and rotate, Craig. We always encourage people to do it, yet we come here, we stand here day in, day out, and we forget to do it ourselves.
Sometimes we do when we're live, don't we?
Yeah, at home I'm very careful with mine at home. I always do when I bring it out. So now when I finished it, I then turn it over, spin it round, and leave it ready so that I know when I put my die on next, I'm ready to go and good to go. That's what I do at home. I should apply more of it when I'm here. So again, I'm just going to take this off. Now I've used a bit of Centura Pearl for this, but only because, like I told you, I'd run out of my cardstock at home. I've now got my hands on it. So I'm good to go again. But yeah, just wanted this white side. So that's one of my frames. I could have gone and used the rest, but I'm just happy with using the one for now. And I've got my piece ready as well. But I'm going to bring in the flower dies. The flower dies are in this collection, aren't they?
They are indeed.
They are indeed. So the wonderful wisteria flowers. And I'm going to bring in now a little bit of, now you did say the foam was, did we say it's limited, the foam?
Yeah, limited, yeah.
Limited stock. So I've got just, and I say just a section of the foam, it's just one of the colours that's in there. And I'm going to fold that up because I'm going to pop a couple of these flowers and just run those through.
Okay.
I'm actually just going to use the largest of the two for this one.
It's amazing how the dies, they cut through so many layers, isn't it?
Yes, even in your manual machines, which this is my mini, and I'm just running that through. But yeah, it's, yeah, definitely. But the thing is, once your foam's gone, if you haven't got any more foam, it doesn't matter because you can use it in your paper crafting as well. But yeah, it does. Look at that. There's 4 sheets that's cut through instantly. Not a problem whatsoever. I'll save that because I'm not going to ruin that one. Let's pop that there. And then I've got my iron already switched on, Craig. I've put my iron ready. I've got some already pre-done as well because I've been doing a bit of prepping between shows.
Okay,
But I've got 4 layers cut out in that one go. Literally, that's how fabulous that die set is, that foam is, and obviously the power of the Gemini.
That's it, yeah. Relevant to the fact it's the mini. It's still, you know, and we've said it in the past, it's still got the same pressure as our OG or even the Pro. It's just the size that's different.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. So I'm going to bring in my iron. I've left my iron at home. I usually have my little craft iron with me,
but
I have forgotten mine. So I'm just going to use our Sarah's, I say Sarah's cheap as chips one, but it really is. It's one of those really look how quick that happened. Did you see that?
That was awesome.
Like super quick. You want it hot. So a nice high setting. You don't need to leave it on very long, as you can see. It's gone from that to that instantly. So, and again, just be mindful when you're using an iron that I use a ball tool and then flick that off, and you just do that a few times. And then you can do all the shaping that you would normally do as well, Craig. We know we've got lots of tuition and tutorials again on our website, and also other craft experts who love their flower making. Corinne.
Oh, Corinne, I know.
She's sensational, absolutely sensational with the flower making. But I just want to create a few. Now, I've kept one just there just to show you. Flat, and then what happens when it's like this. And this is when you can have a little play with your ball tools and play. But to be fair, Craig, I'm not, because I'm going to create a little bit of a wisteria, so I'm not going to do too much with it. Normally, you would.
Just let them do the set themselves.
Yeah. Now, I have got some stamens as well, so you can come in straight away. Now, if I grab, I'm just going to grab that. Oh, now then, is it still here?
I'm laughing at Karen Carter on Facebook saying, Craig's had too much cola. Funny enough, I've not had any of the day. I've been quite good and been on the flavoured water.
Have you been on the flavoured water today?
Yeah, I'm trying
really. Like you.
Well, okay, I was on Lucasade as well earlier, but yeah, I'm trying to drink a lot more. I know we've had this discussion in the past. I'm not a fan of just water.
Me neither.
But I try and drink a lot more flavoured water.
Yeah, do you know, to be fair, some of the flavoured water, did you get it out of the machine?
No, but I did get that Volvic brand out of the machine.
Oh, yes. Yeah. So you've got the flavoured water out there. Yeah,
big
it's
bottle.
nice. It is nice. It's nice,
you know, and
it's not too bad for you either.
No, it's not, is it?
If I drink water, I drink bottled water, or that stuff out of the machine outside there comes in that bottled water as well, because I'm not a lover of tap water.
No, I'm not as well.
No. Tap water's not for me.
No, me neither.
Now, I'm just bringing this in, because what I wanted to do, Craig, was just pop a little bit of a hole in, because I want to thread a little bit of my stamens through there as well.
Okay.
And I'm not worrying too much if the petals are, because I am going to be doing a little bit of a skew whiff technique with this. So I've just done a few of these, and I'm just popping some stamens through. See if I can get that, there we go. Just pop that through, and I pop a little bit of a glue bit behind there as well. Is it me or is it warm in here?
No, I've just taken my jacket off.
I don't know if it's because I've got the iron down at the side of me. I've got the hot glue gun on, but I feel like the temperature's just risen by 100 degrees.
The studio door.
Yes, there's nobody here, is there now?
No, there's no one here apart
so
from
we're
Jake.
okay, aren't we? Yeah, we'll be fine. That's okay. Thank you. I just felt really, really hot then, and I was like, I don't think I'm going to last the show if I'm not careful. So I'm just going to pop a bit of glue just at the back of there. But this is when you can then take your... and I'm going to go on to me, do you know the lovely little... Debbie can't even think of the word. Frame. And we're going to just have a play. But first things first, I'm just going to chop that off just at the very end. So I'm going to take my scissors. And all I wanted it was for the stamens to be in there. And then I'm just going to take a few of those petals, and I've got a few more just down here, Craig. And I've got some different colours as well, so I've gone with a little bit of a lighter shade as well. And I'm just going to start to position and start playing with these flowers and bring like a wisteria coming down the middle of my frame. So I'm just going to pop a bit of glue. Please tell me I've put this glue in. You what, love?
What a good way to do that on the die cut. Instead of just maybe like a circle die cut or a piece that you've cut with the guillotine, it's nice to use that frame. Yeah,
it is. It's just a beautiful frame as well, isn't it? It's absolutely gorgeous, this frame. And I'm just going to start literally popping little bits of the flowers, just randomly popping them on just down here. And again, all I'm doing is taking the petals. I've started with a really large one at the top. Let me just bring in my pokey tool, and then I'm just going to push these in and create a little bit of texture. and a little bit of the Wisteria coming down. Add a bit more glue if you want to add a bit more glue as well. And I'll show you the finished one because literally you can, like I said, you could put loads of flowers and then have them from the largest, because you've got those flowers that come down in different sizes. Cut quite a few in the big, make a big one. Cut a few in this next size down, make one of those size. And then the same with this one as well. So make a few layers on there. And then you can start to bring these down into your card. So again, I'm just going to push those in. Now, I want you to be careful with hot glue. It is hot glue. You don't want to be causing yourself any distress or any burns or anything like that. So please do take care when you're using our hot glue. If a hot glue gun's not for you, we have 3D Collage glue. And you can use other glues as well. I suppose it depends on the look that you're going for. But again, I'm just going to push that in and then start to bring down now the smaller petals. So we're going with the smaller petals and bring these down into there as well. So I'm not going for a very clean, do you know, like we would normally do with our flat? Yeah, I'm not going for that clean look. And like I said, if you wanted to create more, all I could do is pop a little bit of hole into those middles and just layer up those flowers.
I've never seen this done.
There's loads of ways you can do it. If you've ever watched our Corinne with I mean, she makes the most beautiful flowers. I love making flowers. Craig, I know you do as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just so that if you want a little bit of extra with the stamens, and I've got another one here already popped onto some wire. We've got tutorials as well where you can do it. You can actually add glue just into the into those pieces as well. But again, I'm just gonna trim that off. I don't need the wire, I can reuse that wire. And then I'm going to come back in. I need to grab another glue stick though, Craig. Just bear with me while I put one on.
All these essentials as well, check them out while you're across on the website. You put them in your order. You never know, it might be the order that you could potentially win. One of 5 lucky winners. So
yeah, absolutely.
Stocking up.
Exactly. Now, nature of our glue gun, you will get these little strings. I always wait till they've dried and then I take them off afterwards. I'm not going to put my fingers straight in there because it's hot. And that's the last thing you want to do. But start to build that up. And if I just bring in the finished one, you build it down and start, like I said, go into those smaller ones and carry on bringing them down. And this is what you'll end up with. So it's a different way of doing it. And I've literally, like I said, I haven't been careful with where I've stuck them. I've just randomly stuck them. I've had my stamens, so can you see? And that one just needs a little bit of glue just to attach that back to the bottom. But it literally is bigger petals, middle-sized petals, smaller petals from those 3 shades of those colours in the foam. And I do love making them, Craig, because I make loads and I have them ready that if I need it, because I just love that way of doing it. There is lots of ways you can do our flower foaming foam, which is, you know, no right or wrong way. You take the advice from the craft experts and then you make them how you want to make them. You'll find a comfortable way.
That's it, you'll find your way, won't you?
You will, yeah, absolutely. So I'm going to bring in my card blank. Now, I've used a bit of the vellum. That's a bit naughty because have we got any vellum left or is it all gone?
I think it's all gone, yeah, it's all gone vellum. So
we really could go with a little piece of that 6x6. Is the 6x6 still here?
So we only had the 6x6 decoupage.
So the 6x6 pad's gone?
It is gone.
Oh my days. 12x12?
Gone.
Oh. Right.
Just use it.
We're just going to use it, yeah. So I'm going to create a little bit of a floating card. So multi-purpose cardstock. This measures in at 7 3/4 inches by 6, and I've scored it at 1 inch in to bring this little flap down. I am going to put my vellum on there. You won't mind me, Craig, will you? Yeah, excuse me. I thought we'd still got loads left. Turns out we haven't.
No.
Never mind. Never mind. If you were lucky enough to get it when we first launched it, you could be using this. If not, we've still got the linen.
Just. The linen is hanging in there by a thread.
By a thread.
By a thread. Yes.
Oh, dear. You can always tell a good collection when things like that go quick. Now, I've got some heavyweight acetate, and I've cut that down to this base size, and the base size measures at 6.5 by 6. So I'm just going to pop that underneath because I want that floating element, and I want my little piece to be in the centre. So I'm just going to pop some onto my tab, and I'm just going to pop that down. Just make sure I've got that just a fraction underneath so it folds a bit easier.
You might have even some of your vellums from other collections that have got those, you know, like set with flowers.
Yes.
Or what about cutting down, oh no, that's a paper pad, I was about to say Floribunda, but yeah, your set with flowers, the ones that have got your purple tones in there, because it's floral, wisteria. Add that in.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, I'm going to come in because I want to have a little bit of texture. I have got a couple of the panels using sort of, because I just want that little bit underneath it. So that's why I've cut it that little bit bigger. I'll trim these down in a second. But yeah, I just wanted it to be slightly bigger so that I can cover that up and not worry, rather than having a really thin trim, which could make it a little bit tricky. So I'm just going to take that up to where the white is. Line that up on top of the white, and then put my little panel that just sits over the top, and then I'll trim these down. In fact, I'll do that now, actually, Craig, while I'm thinking about it before I forget.
Jessica on Facebook is saying Wisteria is my favourite floral bundle.
Yes,
I think a lot of people are like that. Lynn's saying hello again from Scotland. Well, hello to you too. Pauline Hassal saying hi everyone from Cheshire. Evelyn Boyd is saying good afternoon from Boston, Massachusetts. Unique Crafty Corner. Hi everyone. Finally moved from Washington to Florida and now I don't have to wake up very early to watch. Love it here.
Bless her.
Nice air, isn't it?
Now I'm popping the other one just underneath and then I'm going to do exactly the same. So I've just got that little bit coming out from the top and just matching it up at the top and the bottom. So again, even though the wisteria, we naturally think of it going down, it doesn't matter. You can pop this wherever you want.
No, you're right.
Yeah. So let me just open that up so that I can see the bottom. Because do you know when you see acetate? I love acetate, Craig, but oh my God, it's so invisible. It makes everything really tricky to see. So let me just make sure if I line that up.
I've done a card on Monday with the new simple Creator card dies, whereas I have taken my die cut panel and it had our A4 double-sided adhesive sheet on the back. So I peeled it off and then I went direct onto my acetate, which was my card front.
Yep.
And even Leanne was saying, oh, Craig, even I wouldn't do that live. Like peeling the whole lot off.
You never
did. It's like
did.
a red liner tape. She's like, oh, I never peel my red liner tape all off in a winner. I'd peel a little bit, then get it in a position, and then peel the rest. But yeah, I just went, I was living life on the edge.
Well, you definitely were, because that is quite brave, isn't it?
Yeah, well, yeah, certainly when you've got the eyes of Leanne watching you.
Now you can see that front panel looks really beautiful against that underneath as well. But obviously it needs that little lift. So this is when I'm going to come back in. Now I've got my finished one because I did cut the larger one and start sticking it on. However, I put these onto a smaller one and I'm just going to layer them in between the two. Although every time I think I've poked out the pieces, I see another bit. Drives me mental, it does. Let's go in there. Actually, I'm probably going to be covering it up anyway, so I don't know what I'm worrying about. But I'm going to come in and layer that just on the top. I'm going to keep this one flat, but I think I'll lift my other one with some foam pads and just have that tucking into the centre. Pop a couple of little foam pads just onto the back of this one.
Isn't it amazing to see how, you know, with the colour that you've got there, how much that white really, really stands out
just
as well.
It just elevates it. We're steering the right way, Debbie.
It does, doesn't it?
Nearly had a little bit of an upside down wisteria then. But just popping that on, and then all I'm going to do is finish off with a little sentiment, and I did have it. Watch it have disappeared, Craig, because it always happens to me. Aha, I've got it. And I'm going to just add a little sentiment just into that. There. I think I'm happy with it there. Yeah. And I think I'll lift that off as well with a couple of foam pads. In fact, I'll just stick the one on there. Actually, let me just place it.
And see, I'm like you at times when it comes to finding the position of the sentiment.
Yeah,
I like it there,
Yeah, I think I've changed my mind. I think I'm going to pop it just down into that panel. And then I did have some gems, but as always, gems seem to elude me. So I'm going to come in with one of my ribbons because I think the white ribbon, oh yeah, just up at the top, just like that. There you go. So using just a few of those elements, especially that foam, I absolutely love it. If you've got opportunity to get hold of some of that foam, absolutely. It just gives it a real 3D feel to it. So it gives it that really lovely raised, beautiful wisteria feel to it. But again, absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous collection. And just using them in different ways as well. I always say, oh, it must be really hard to think how to do a different demo. No, every time I get this collection, I'm just thinking, oh no, it's so easy. So easy when you've got a gorgeous collection like this one absolutely is.
And it is still a really, really sizable collection when it comes to the Wisteria Selection Collection, where you've got 18 stamps, 19 dies, 2 embossing folders and more. So you can see that's what you're going to be paying for, £70 or $92. If you are platinum, it's going to come down to £56 or $73.60. I would, if you're going for that, I would highly recommend that you get our 9x12 foam, $8.99 or $11.65. Get that one into your basket. Linen cardstock, which is very, very limited as well, $13.49 or $17.95. Or you can also go in with the 6x6 floral decoupage, $5.39 or $7.15. That is the today's price, so that is with that little saving of 5% off, but of course you'll then take your Club Inspire off of that when it comes to those ones. Maybe you've got the collection you want to stock up on the linen, the 9x12 foam and the decoupage, and of course you can do. If not, if you're going for this one today, I would please do seriously think about popping that in to your order, of course. And when it comes to your order, you're going to confirm it, and then you're going to go back into our website at the top left-hand corner, and then you're going to be clicking on to our golden ticket competition. And then once you've confirmed the order, it means your email address is in our system, knowing that you placed that order. You can then just go in and put it in that competition forum, as well as letting us know where you are and, of course, what crafts that you like. The last two ones that I'm saying, they're just select. You just need to select and then confirm it, and then that's it. All you need to do is just hang fire, and you never know, myself and Debbie might be reading your name out tomorrow, where you might be one of 5 lucky winners that's going to win your order from today on Crafters TV. Now, you've seen what you're going to get. We've got lots that we still want to show you when it comes to, of course, Beautiful Beginnings. So what we're going to do, a few of you have got this collection, quite a few of you have got the extras in, which says to us you've got that and you're just wanting to stock up on extras. So what we'll do is we'll come back just in a wee moment when we will have a look at something else. I'm not telling you what, and you're going to find out when you come back in a minute.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. So, join our family of craft experts with live tutorials and demonstrations every day. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products here on Crafters TV. Get creative and craft along with our amazing deals. Your next craft project is only a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week or watch on catch up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook or our YouTube channel. You can chat to us, craft along and meet new friends in our online crafting community.
You entertain us, you give us a community to talk, in the chat. That wouldn't happen without you guys. It's like Crafters Companion is magical. There's magic here.
You're all our time with each other! You're not through to boot camp. Get off!
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. So, stop what you're doing and enjoy the fun here on Crafters TV.
What makes Crafters TV so special is you guys.
It's really special because the experts are really experts. They're really skilled at what they do, and they want to make sure that the audience also improves on their skills.
Crafters TV is so special because you've got together a really sort of key group of people and people that are very passionate about the products.
Crafters TV is so special because it's a unique community that we have with each other, where we can learn and grow and communicate with each other.
Community, the family spirit, the education, everything to do with craft. We are all like-minded people who share a passion.
I love all the inspiration the demonstrators bring and all the knowledge for us out here.
What makes Crafters TV so special? 100% it's the interaction. No other crafting TV channel or show has the same interaction.
I love the community, I love chatting live, I think that's the best part, and it's gone beyond crafting because we've become friends.
It feels to me to be a really, really close relationship with our customers and viewers.
You guys make us feel like we're part of your family.
I've never been on the show before, but one of my friends who I did meet from CCTV encouraged me, and I was on the craft along.
Massive team of people, and I think they've all got their role to play, and it just brings everything together. It allows us to do our job and just love it.
The people, obviously. The people not just here at Crafters Companion, but the viewers that watch us. I mean, everybody. We have this real magical essence about it.
Bye for now. Bye.
Here at Crafters TV, it couldn't be easier to get your hands on the latest crafty must-haves. Leave the hard work to us while you shop from the comfort of your own living room. Head to the Crafters Companion website to see our full crafty range, or hit the Shop the Day button to see all the new and exciting products featuring on Crafters TV. Once you've filled your cart, leave it to us to get your crafty goodies to you in super quick time, so you can get on with being creative. Crafters Companion, making crafty shopping a breeze.
Shop now at crafterscompanion.co.uk.com or .eu. So that was the Wisteria collection we were having a look at a moment ago, so you can get that into your basket if that is what you fancy. But we do have lots of other things across on our website as well by going into Shop the Day. And although we feature and we say Shop the Day because so many of the items that we actually showcase within the day, as well as many other things we don't get the opportunity to look at, are there in Shop Today. However, we've got a plethora of items across there. We've got things such as, of course, ourselves. You can still go into Shop Brands as well, have a little bit of a peruse. Doesn't matter what you spend your pennies on. The key thing as well, if you're in Club Inspire, you will always, always, always get your Club Inspire. Irrelevant if it is a craft vault, whether it is a cart load, whether it is a warehouse clearance, whether the item is down to 10 pence or 10 cents, you're still going to get your Club Inspire on top of that one there. So it's always worthwhile checking out. Rightio, we've got a few comments just coming in just here. We've got, now, Sherry Yates is saying, did Craig ever finish the Advent calendar videos, or does someone know where I can find them? Yes and no. Didn't finish the videos because, clearly maybe not aware, I had a little bit of an issue with my broadband provider towards that last run of just before Christmas. So it was just carrying on too long. So what I'd done is the finished project of each door. That's across on my Facebook page. If you go into my photos, and there's albums for them, you can go into 2022 Advent calendar, you'll see the finished sample for them. But I think like the last 4 or 5 nights when it comes to the lives, I couldn't do them in the end, because that and the videos, I couldn't do them because it just was not letting me. Broadband kept dropping. So therefore I dropped my broadband provider and went elsewhere. We've got Jackie Schwartz is on YouTube is saying, hello from Texas. I've been too intimidated to use this collection, so I'm hoping to get some inspiration from Debbie. You all make the cards look pretty and simple to make. It is a gorgeous collection. You'll certainly get inspiration from us on Crafters TV. What Debbie's just done, plus Wake Up Call. If you didn't see Wake Up Call, please do go back. What I would say as well, I'm sure Debbie would agree with me here, because it's something I get asked quite a lot, or it gets said to me, can't believe you make gorgeous cards so very, very quick. Trust me. It could take me a day just to come up with one prep demo. I don't know about you, Debbie.
Well, for example, my craft along.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, well, I always time myself, so make sure I can get in those stages at 2 hours. But thinking about it, getting it ready, doing all the bits and bobs, doing all the work to it. I were out there 4 hours on one project.
There you go.
4 hours. Believe you me, it won't take 4 hours in the craft along.
No.
Fit it into that 2 hours. But from the start to the finished process of that card, absolutely. I'll give you a sneaky peek, but from tomorrow I think it'll be going live with what you need and the project, and I'll probably give you a sneaky peek tomorrow as well, Craig.
Brilliant, excellent. Well, hang fire for that one. You're going to find that one, Jackie. So if it does take you a long time to do a card or a project, we are all exactly the same. You know, although we are here it happens to us as well. We've got Kirsty D and Zoe Carver on YouTube is saying that you both love flower forming, it's so addictive. Lois, Rose, Stephanie, Jessica, Linda is saying that they love what you've just made there, Debbie. Patty saying such a lovely collection. We've got Alicia Gordon is saying good afternoon and greetings from Arkansas. Taking a lunch break while listening to my favourite channel. Love hearing that, brilliant. Crafty Angie on YouTube is saying, so happy to see Debbie's makes. I have so many of them I need to try. She is so talented, isn't she? Aww. And she's got a heart of gold as well. And then a question for now, because it actually relates to what Debbie was doing with the acetate there. Stephanie Theodos, Debbie is saying, I may have asked once before, but what is the difference in the acetate? Do they all have film that needs to be removed on them? No. And is the film on both sides?
Right, nope. So film's on one side. So our heavyweight acetate is, it's got a film on one side and it almost looks milky. Mm-hmm. It looks like you've got a dirty window. Do you know you haven't had your window cleaners round and you've got that dirty window? That's the way that it looks. It's usually the milky, dirty side that's got the film on, which sounds bizarre, but that's where you get a poker tool, just go into the corner, scratch at the surface. If it lifts, you know you're onto the winner. Yep. If it's not, turn it round on the other side and peel it off. It's only on one side. However, acetate, in terms of our heat-resistant acetate, does not have a protective film on it. So you don't need to start scratching into the corner because there's none on there. But any of our other acetates, like our heavyweight one, we always usually tell you, but yeah, just check them. And it literally is a little corner test with your pokey tool into that one of those corners to see if it lifts. But it's usually just the heavyweight acetate. I know that ours particularly does. I'm not sure about anybody else's. But in terms of heat resistant to the heavyweight has the film, the heat resistant doesn't.
Perfect. Excellent. Thank you for that one. And Sherry Yates on YouTube saying thank you, Craig, in big capital letters. You're more than welcome. Happy to help. Rightio, Masquerade Ball, Craft Vault Selection Collection with 24 stamps, 9 dies and 1 embossing folder. I've got them here. Me and Debbie were absolutely flabbergasted this morning when it comes to Wake Up Call with the price of all this. 70% saving. £14.50 or $20 is ridiculous as it is. If you are, of course, platinum, it comes down to £11.60 or $16. Now, when it comes to this collection here, I'm going to go in with the stamps first of all, because we have got some of the gorgeous stamps, lovely stamps for you to colour in, whether it's alcohol colouring, whether of course it's going to be water-based colouring. Maybe you've got the Duo Aqua Pencil launch day yesterday, which sold out so quick within the second show. Then of course, well, technically, officially, the launch day show it sold out in. You've got this stamp one, build that scene, bring in your masking sheets as well to build that scene. But you've got that one being Shall We Dance. We've got Ready for the Ball as well. I mean, that Masquerade mask there with the feathers, the peacock feathers, isn't it absolutely glorious? And then your little banner here, you know, many of you have lots of little sentiments as well when it comes to stamps. Stamp in the middle. Then you've got ones here, the Masquerade Sentiments. It says Masquerade Sentiments, but a lot of these you're going to be using for that backdrop as well. If you're a fan of Mark Invisible Image, you know, you can start to take what he shows you and teaches you and then bring that into, of course, this stamp set here, which is your Masquerade Sentiments. We've then got our 4x6 embossing folder here. Now when it comes to this one, you've got that Masquerade mask with all those feathers, but then you've got all of that incredible backdrop when it comes to the texture that you've got. A good 3 or 4 layers within that 4x6 3D embossing folder. That's included. We've then also got our flamboyant feathers. Now this is going to be a good one to team with your Roaring 20s. Within the Roaring 20s, you've got that really big peacock feather that you could team in with this one, of course. Mix and match them. You've got the feather die, and then 2 of them, you've actually got an outline die to go with it as well. So that's included. Then we've got Saya's favourite one. This is Chandelier, and I'm not going to sing it, although I do love that song. Chandelier. Oh, it's good. It's a good song. It gives me tingles every time. Chandelier. So that one there, you could have that suspended down the middle of your card. It could be, of course, the focal point of your card if you want to. Go in with your glossy highlights there where you've got those candles lit. Anything like that you can use. And then last but by no means least, you've got elegant masks. So you've got the Masquerade Ball mask, the detail mask die, as well as the outline die. All of that, all of it is what you're getting for £14.50 or $20. You're saving £35.42 or $46.92. We're getting there. We're getting there. Platinum price, however, is £11.60 or $16. That is unbelievable. For that, it's taken me like 5 minutes to show, as Johnny's saying, for £11.60.
Crazy. Crazy.
It's crazy.
It's beautiful as well, though, isn't it? It's an absolute gorgeous.
It
Where
really
else
is.
can you get all that for that price?
Exactly, but yeah, you're right though.
Exactly. The most you're going to pay. I mean, if you've just joined us today and you don't want to, if you don't want to join club, that's fine. If you don't want to do anything, you know, you're going to still get a great deal at £14.50 or $20. That's an amazing deal in itself. Taking into account that platinum price is just absolutely amazing. There's nowhere you're going to get all of that for that amount. There's just so much in there. From those beautiful stamps, take a look at some of these gorgeous samples you're using. These beautiful stamps and dies. A gorgeous, beautiful embossing folder. Got a bit of gilding wax in the centre there. One of my favourites is that mask. I love that mask alongside that chandelier. 2 different cards, 2 kind of styles of concepts there, but really, really beautiful. And of course, the mask itself, and it is. And you know what? I'm playing with Masquerade. I absolutely love it. I do adore that mask die, I'm not going to lie. So I have taken, now, there used to be a paper pad with it, and I have got, when I say odds and sods left, that's all I've got left.
Odds and sods.
Odds and sods left, because it's just a gorgeous paper pad, and I wish we could bring these paper pads back. But once they've gone, aren't they, normally?
Yeah. I know where you could get some.
Where?
Christine Mahoney's probably got a load of them still. You never know. Get them in the black market, Christine Mahoney.
Yeah, Christine loves the paper pad. Christine, for those new people, and if Vivian's still watching from earlier on today from Sevenoaks in Kent, if she's still watching today and you're wondering why we talk about Christine won't mind us saying we love Christine to bits. She's one of our, most not only dedicated, she's just a beautiful lady and a big fan of paper pads. So yes, Christine, might have to be doing a little deal to get hold of the paper pads, because mine's gone nearly. As you can see, I'm down to the odds and sods. However, you can be using any of your papers. I've just chosen this because I wanted quite a nice inner part to the die itself. So it comes in 2 parts, this die just alone. You've got the solid part and then you've got this decorative part to then take that out and add that in to create that beautiful mask. I mean, I absolutely adore it. Now, before I start, well, I will pop this down first, but I will cut another, in fact, actually, I've cut one here.
I'm just
cut
thinking
myself.
as well, Debbie, certainly with the way that you've positioned that die on the pattern paper, if you don't have the pattern paper, if you've got like water reactive or that, say what, fuchsia and probably maybe like peacock or something over the bit of your white multi-purpose, then die cut it, you're going to get kind of that same effect that you've got there within that pattern paper cut.
Yes, absolutely. And another thing you can do, and I'll show you, because I've done it with my other one, because I wanted to create a little bit of a proper mask. I'll show you what I mean in a second. Because obviously in your card making, this is great fun. But also, my grandkiddies, when they have their themed school days and things like this, this would make a beautiful little mask to give to her. To use, but yeah, you can take it into your card making. But when you pop that down, all I can do then is take my craft knife and go in, and I'm just going to bring. I want me what I call me. Do you know this?
Swivel.
Yeah, that one, Craig. I'm looking. Do you know anything? I've got really long sleeves on. I call it the wibbly wobbly one because you can get into all those curves. Do you know? You want to create a little bit of a mask. So if you go around and use that as a guide, and because I'm using the swivel one, I mean, you can go in with your scissors if you want to, but it's just to release that inner part. So take care as well when you're using your craft knife, and if you need to make sure you've got a bit of pressure down on there. Let's tear that bit off. But I've created a bit of a hole, for the eye. So when you do that,
awesome,
this is what this ends up looking like. So I've done it on both sides. I'm not too worried about having a little bit of the black underneath. I think it gives a little bit to the flavour dimension, flavour. Look at me.
Well, I like that, flavour.
What am I talking about, flavour?
Oh, I like
That's
that.
a little bit of, yeah. So
I'm
again,
nicking that.
and I did do that for the second time because I want that to sit at the back because I am going to create a nice little mask with this and I want to hide things inside my mask.
Ooh.
So I'm going to bring in my tape pen. And I am going to go all the way around there because I am going to match that up. Wait a minute, Debbie, just make sure that's the right way
It reminds me as well, if you do it in whites or light colours, I'm not sure if you'll have seen it, probably Charlotte have seen it. Have you ever seen the Cinderella story with Hilary Duff?
Yes.
Yeah, you have, yeah.
Yes.
Towards that end, yeah.
Yeah, it's almost like I took inspiration from there, actually. But it is absolutely fast. Now, what I'm going to do is, there's the dies, the feather dies. Now, the feather dies come, and I've just cut them out into those gorgeous carnival colours. And you can create some that are solid pieces. And I say solid for your feathers to sit behind. So that one, and you've got 3 different feathers that have got 3 different is it 3 or 4? Hang on a minute, Craig. I might be shortchanging you. 5 pieces.
5 pieces.
Yes, 5 pieces. Which there's so many beautiful feathers in there, and these can either sit into the background like so, or they can be pieces that you use separately.
Yeah.
Or together. I'm going to go in with these 2 pieces. I'm going to go in with, and I'm going to just grab my dotty tape pen, as in a lovely matte. I'm popping that into that background, and I'm going to stick that underneath. It's coming a little bit close. This is before I attach this to it. And then I'm going to bring in my other feathers as well, because I've cut a few out. And I think, yep, I'm going to put my green one inside. I call it the banana, because it looks like a banana.
It does actually.
Yeah, it's got a little look of or a corn on the cob.
Yeah.
Do you know the corner? Yeah, it's got that look of it. Do you think so, Craig?
Do you know what I've had a craving for quite as of late?
Yeah. What?
You know the tiny little mini corn on the cobs that you just boil in water?
I had some other day.
I like
what do they call them? Baby corn?
Baby corn.
Baby corn.
Yeah.
Yeah, so our Tasha gave some to our Ezra and Safi. Safi pulled her right nose up.
Did she?
Yeah, she was like, I'm not having them, Mum. And Ezra started eating, and then he started chucking them everywhere because he didn't like them. So I were catching. Like catching. I were. He was like chucking them from his eye chest. I went like this, trying to grab them. And I said, if you don't want them, don't waste them. Oh my God, Craig, it was like I'd never tasted them before because it's been that long since I've had them. So nice. So much so I went out and bought some.
Yeah, they're nice raw as well.
Yes, yes, so beautiful. Now, again, I'm just going to put my feathers just along there. However, I mean, it's just crying out to be used with real feathers, isn't it? I mean, I love feathers. I don't know about you, Craig.
Oh, look what I can see.
Honestly, I adore feathers. And when I say another slight addiction to feathers too. No, I didn't pinch him from my feather boa. Did he say feather boa? Did I take him from my feather boa? He did, didn't he? Did I take him from my feather boa?
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
No, producer Johnny, I didn't start stripping my feather boa off. They cost too many pennies, don't they, feather boas? I'm not going to be doing that. Exactly. I never know when I might need it. Do you know when we were launching this though, I said to Ben, I need to get my feather boa out because this just made for that collection. I ended up buying a mask. I didn't go down that line.
He'll have a feather boa, he's bound to.
I have. I've got a red one, I've got a white one. Fancy dress.
Fancy dress.
A fancy dress, yes.
Yeah.
Just in case you're thinking, why on earth would Debbie want a feather boa? I mean, it's not something like you're going to go out with, is it? Now, I'm going to cut. I'm going to place that over the top so that I'm sealing in the feathers.
This is so smart.
And it's just, isn't it clever? Now I'm going to trim those off in a second, but it's just so I know where to get it. And then I'm just going to take a little household item. It's a bit battered, so please excuse me, because I carry them in my bag, my craft bag.
What is
Do you know if you ever need a straw, Craig? I've usually got one poking out of my craft bag, because I carry them around. I've got a big tub at home, but rather than carrying them all around with me, because I felt like I wanted to attach it and have it like a proper mask that you're going to hold up. So I'm just going to pop a bit of hot glue again, so I don't think I'll switch my hot glue off. I think I do need to apply my other sticker there. Can I just ask where this ultra long sticks come from?
Where have you got that?
I've just pulled it out of our back, and I'm like, where's that come from? Craig, honestly.
I have never
it's
seen
massive.
anything like
it's not
that
ours.
before.
I swear it's not ours, because ours aren't this big.
That's you.
Look at it. Look.
Corin or
It's
Debbie
got
or
to
Michelle.
have come from Debbie or Corin
someone's
or
got to have
Michelle.
brought
Yeah,
that in.
it's absolutely huge.
Have we got one of ours?
It's definitely not ours.
That's
It's
like double the size.
I know, yeah, exactly. It's like double the size. So I'm not sure where it's come from. I'm assuming it's one of the girls. Look, yeah, it's double the size.
Yeah.
Unless.
I don't want to burn you, Debbie.
Yeah, look. Oh, yeah, look, yeah. So I found it and I thought, well, finders, keepers, losers, weepers and all that. So it's going in our glue gun. So if it was yours, Debbie or Corin, or Michelle, or Jan.
It's yours now.
Or anyone else, it's ours. Now, I'm going to let that set, so I'm just going to hold it from the other end so you can see it. And I wanted to do, even though, because that, obviously, that could have come in with your card making.
Of course it could, yeah.
I actually wanted to add a few extra ribbons just at the side, so I've got some kind of carnival-y colour ribbons as well.
I'm loving this.
Yeah, so again, I've just already chopped them up into size because all I was going to do was snip some in half this side and half the other side to add a little bit more dimension. Of course, you can do that if you want on the inside, but I will show you just so you can see it. I'm just going to see if that's set. Yeah, there we go. So you've got your little mask. Isn't it cute?
That is so cute.
I absolutely love it. And then if you want to add the ribbons, where I did with the feathers, all that we've done with this one, Craig, is I've popped the ribbons exactly the same place where you're going to pop them on the inside, seal them in, and then attach your straw to the other end. Or that could be a perfect topper to go onto a card. So you've got options there. But yeah, I just thought for a bit of fun, and I know our Safi's going to love that. And Ezra, to be fair, Ezra will love it because he loves his little masks as well. I'm just going to trim off my little pink feathers though that I've just seeped down there. But lots of good fun, like I said, toppers for your cards or for your masks. That could have a little straw just hanging down the side. Ribbons, feathers, whatever you want to do, add as much as you want. And that's just using those two dies.
That's the thing, Debbie, isn't
just
it?
the two dies to create that. So again, I love. Should take my own glasses off, shouldn't I really? There we go. There we go.
Ooh.
I look a bit Dame is it Dame Ed? What's
Dame
she called?
Eva
Dame Edna. Bit Dame Edna. There you go.
Hello, possums.
Hello, possums. Hello. Isn't it gorgeous? Isn't it beautiful though, Craig? It is just a gorgeous, gorgeous collection. It really is.
I'm just waiting on the comments coming through about that one in a moment, just saying how awesome that is. I really am, because it's absolutely fantastic. Funny enough, Susie, I was wondering, the last time we were not on the show together, but to talk about Mardi Gras night, you were saying that, of course, New Orleans Mardi Gras was just coming up.
Yes.
And you just put there, Masquerade Ball has the Mardi Gras colours. It's got gold, like a vibrant purple, like an emerald green. So pretty, so much fun. And Mardi Gras has just finished for the year. It was on Tuesday. I was wondering the other day as well about when Mardi Gras was in New Orleans. So, yeah, it's just finished for now. And talking about something else, we're just talking about the other night there with Leanne and Johnny and Lillian is saying, Debbie and Craig, did you get the Sahara dust all over your cars? Well, we think that's what we were getting on Monday when it was that really yellowy sort of sky, and I had a bit of a light dusting on my car. Very, very light, but there's a little bit of a light dusting. That must be what that was then, yeah, because I think it was mentioned it could be, of course, the Sahara dust coming in. So, yeah, that between Susie there with Mardi Gras and Lillian about the Sahara dust there, I just thought it was funny that they've come back again, full circle. Right, I'll have a look at your comments again in a minute, but if you want to be able to make what Debbie's just done there with just two of the elements, you're going to be getting them all. So let's very, very quickly, let's go through what you're going to be getting, because you've got your 4x6 3D embossing folder with, of course, that Masquerade mask and the feathers. You're also going to be getting that Masquerade elegant mask you're going to be getting, and that's the one that Debbie just used. You're getting chic chandelier when it comes to that one there. Then you're getting the flamboyant feathers. It's the one that Debbie was using. So you've got your 3 feathers, and 2 of them you've got your matte and layer to go with them. Then you're also getting your stamps as well. Masquerade sentiments, although you have ones that you're going to be able to create your backgrounds. You've also then got your ready for the ball. And then you're also going to be getting Shall We Dance? All of that all of it, every single board. Well, you're not getting the board, unfortunately. You're going to get beautiful packaging. All of that you're going to be getting for £14.50 or $20. Platinum is $11.60. Or for you guys stateside, $16. These are across on our website as well for you guys Central Europe. You just need to go to either .co.uk, .com or .eu. Please remember as well, up till 11:59 p.m, wherever you are across the globe. Once you've checked out your order, go back into the golden ticket competition link that is at the top of our website. Follow my social, follow Crafters Companion. We've all put the links there for you. You just need to put in your email address, put in where you're from, what crafts you like. That's all you need to do. And you never know, you may be one of 5 lucky winners that myself and Debbie will announce tomorrow that may win their order from today. It's lovely to be able to do that the very next day and not have to maybe wait like 5 days or a week or a couple of weeks later. You'll find out tomorrow. But let's have a look at our 48 marker. So this is our storage. So this is our carry case. So this is your 48 marker storage carry case. This is the one that's going to fit your tri-blends perfectly because, of course, it is taller. Because it's taller, of course, you will be able to still use this for your classics or your illustrators, etc., etc. But size-wise, this is the one you're going to want to get for your tri-blends. 48 markers, so therefore your two different, your darks, your blends, you're going to be able, or your dark, your shades, you're going to be able to store inside. 15% off when it comes to the actual carry case, £33.99 or $42.49. Platinum is even better at $27.19 or $33.99. You've got this gorgeous, sleek, black material, wipeable feel all the way around. It is absolutely incredible when it comes to the way it's been produced and made, manufactured. Yes, the stitching, where it's all held all the way around with that extra stability of stitching. But what you've then got is the clips. You can, if you want to, either just carry it by hand, or you do have your shoulder straps. You've got a thick, big piece of hook and loop at the front there to hold it all in. Now, you don't get these pens inside. These are just to show you as an example. But when it comes to the actual storing of your 48 tri-blend markers, what you can also do as well, the centerpiece is on a hook and loop. So if you don't want to have the full thing on your desk or your workstation, you can just take out the central component and then use that as a standalone. All of these are on the bungee cord to hold them in and secure them. But then all you need to do is just go back, pop it into the middle. You do have your hook and loop sides here. So if I bring these ones in, where you can then just secure them, make them all neat, tidy, and also snug. But then what you've also got inside is you've got additional pockets. So if you do want to put any of your colouring sheets in there, any of your pads in there, you can do that. You've got that at the front. You've also got one at the back as well. And then what you've got right at the very back is you've got a zip pocket. So any items you want to pop in there to secure them with that zip feature, you can absolutely do that. So $33.99 or $42.49. That gives you the saving of 15%. Platinum, as we say, is even better at $27.19 or $33.99. If this is your only purchase for today, then of course, go into the golden ticket competition, put your details in, and you never know, you might end up winning that one tomorrow. Then what we're going to do, sticking around when it comes to the actual wallets of Spectrum Noir, we're going to look at our next one. This one here is our 12 marker storage wallet, also 15% saving when it comes to the actual marker storage wallets. This one, $10.49, no it's not, $10.19 or $14.49. There's where the 49s come in. If you... oh my God, Debbie.
What's that?
$8.15 platinum.
For this?
$8.15 or $11.55.
Don't they
for
fit your tricolours in there?
So you can pop. Now we've put in our aqua colours in here. Now this is when the case originally came out was for them, so it holds the 12. Just to clarify, you don't get the markers, of course. This is just to show you.
Wow.
But yes, the 12. That could just be 12 of your tri-blends if you wanted to.
Yeah, or
Maybe.
your classics.
Yeah.
If you want to take just a few out with you, if you don't want to take the full set.
That's it.
Take a few out, yeah. So
For
it means
sure.
your tri-blends and your tri-blend brushes are going to go in there, because if that's the tri-colours, they'll
Exactly.
fit in there.
That's it.
amazing. So if you don't want to go out and take loads, perfect.
Yeah.
I love that. Look at price.
Look at that price.
That's an amazing
And then I'm
price.
just thinking as well, Debbie, maybe you store all your tri-blends in there,
Yep.
but you're going to a craft club or crop and you don't want to take all. To be honest with you, I probably would, but let's just say you didn't. Why not just transfer 12 of the ones that you may be using, or
Exactly.
6, or a few of them, or put, I don't know, 3 tri-blend, put 3. Actually, there's a good idea. Craft club or craft crop, why not put 3 of your tri-blends, 3 of your tri-blend brushes, 3 of your tri-colour aqua, maybe 3 of your tri-colour pens, the ones that Leanne launched in birthday event.
Yes.
Yes, you know, so having a selection of each.
Oh, the new ones, the
new
tri-colour
ones.
alcohol markers.
That's it.
Yes.
That's it. So like there's just 3 collections that or 4 collections, 3 of each if you're going to a craft club or crop, anything like that. Of course, it is that bungee cord inside so that you can pop whatever you want in there. As Debbie said, sized perfectly for that tri-blend range, of course, but you can still go in with your illustrators or classics, etc., etc. Strong, sturdy, well put together. You've got that strong zip as well. Spectrum Noir branded. When it comes to anything Spectrum Noir, Crafter's Companion, it's like as I've talked about in the past there, I'd be more than happy going out with a Coca-Cola jumper. When it comes to certain brands, I'd be more than happy to do that. And this is one of those, whereas, of course, we're proud to work for the company. We love going around with our Crafter's Companion top on, or our cups or anything like that. And if I was just going out and about in the hospital, selection of different stamped images I've already done in there, perfect, good to go. 15% saving on that one, $10.49 or $14.49, but at that ridiculous price of a platinum price of £8.15 or $11.55. Right underneath there, if you are new to us or new to us of late, that's where you need to go, .com.co.uk or .eu. I know I said we'll do comments, but what we'll do is I know something that everyone's wanting to see. So we'll look at this one with Debbie, then we'll have a look at comments.
Yeah, we brought it back because you guys have been loving this. It is the embossing folder mystery bag. Not so much of a mystery anymore, because if you've watched us, we asked the question earlier, shall we do a few? No, you all wanted to see what they were. We're always aware not everybody can watch every show. We're always aware people are joining us. I can't watch all the shows with other commitments that I do, so I might tune into one in the morning, one into an evening, one into an afternoon. So we're always aware of that. But we do have some left. Now, remind me of the stock gone, Producer Johnny. 60% now has gone. And when you see the value, so the screen in the white, £30, $40, that's not with your club membership off. So you take your club membership off, the lowest you're going to go to, if you're platinum level or brand new to Club Inspire today, you'll get that for £24, $32. Wait till you see what's in here. For those who haven't seen, the value is off the chart. It's all about embossing folders. You transform a piece of cardstock or paper into something absolutely beautiful, pretty, intricate, detailed in there, because you're going to be using embossing folders. And I say embossing folders, there are so many in here. Honestly, you're getting 10. Now, I will just tell you that if you are ordering more than once, if you're multi-buying, you will get duplicates. So just bear that in mind. If you're buying this for yourself and for your friends or for a crafty friend, or maybe you're buying it to split it up and then gift it to crafty friends, then you're onto a winner, because it's a great value. I'm going to start with one of my favourite embossing folders of all time, which is this gorgeous vintage butterflies in flight one. 3D, gorgeous detail, as you can see just onto there. That's the first one. We're going to move on to Country Lane. Country Lane, another gorgeous collection from Sora Signature. And look at the gorgeousness of this. 3D embossing folder. Look at the detail that the level of detail that you are getting from that gorgeous embossing folder. We're going to move on to, look at this. I still can't get over this, Craig. Some of our newest duo panelled embossing folders in here. You've got... Is this... Is there something about my embossing folder bag, Craig? There's literally it's the same thing as earlier on. If you heard that large noise, it was our Craig with his insomnia yawning because he looked.
Because I was reading, I was going through all Susie's comments there, and because obviously we've got our screen here, but the way I'm looking at Susie's comments, I'm looking at Debbie. I'm like, yeah, and
a big yawn came.
It's just
hard.
came up at the same time.
So if you did hear him, I'm not boring him, I promise you.
No, you're not. You definitely not. Never will you ever, or could you ever bore me, Debbie?
That's the funniest thing though, isn't it, Johnny? Because it's the same time. We did it exactly.
Oh my God, it is. That's
what I'm laughing at. I'm laughing at the fact that you did it on the same thing, on the embossing folders. As we were saying, the dual panel 3D embossing folders, not one, but two, which means 4 different panelled embossing folders. So that's your 4th one. The 5th one, shall we have another little 3D 6x4 beautiful ornate lace one there. Also, that's the 5th one. So I'm going to move into swirling lace, which is another 3D, this time 5x7. I'll speed it up just in case our Craig falls asleep over there. I'm going to throw in a couple of Christmas ones for you as well. Lovely Leanne, she loves this one, which is the beautiful 3D embossing folder, and it is all about, and if I remember rightly, enchanted Christmas tree is what you're getting with this one. And then the other Christmas, there's only 2 Christmases in there, so you're going to get your 2 panelled embossing folders from that watercolour Christmas, which is just beautiful. We're then going to move into, can you believe this? It's still going. This is a 2D embossing folder. Wait a minute. 2D embossing folder with stencils to create the perfect colouring medium. So those 3 there, one's an embossing folder, 2 are stencils. So that's in there as well. And then I've saved the best till last because I do love this one. Say it with flowers. Beautiful 3D-ness. But what I have failed to mention with this, Craig, and I feel like if you watched it earlier on, although saying that, I don't think I'm doing it a disservice at the price. What I failed to mention was that this one has also got stencils.
Yeah.
And I completely forgot. And it's only when I saw 6-piece at the front, I thought, 6-piece? 6-piece? Of course, it's an embossing folder with 5 stencils. I mean, come on, where do you get 2 of them? One's 3D, one's 2D, and stencils. A couple of Christmas thrown in there. So you've got your Christmas. And then you've got 3D frames, 2 of them in different sizes. You've got duo panels. I'm trying to hold this all up because this is impossible to do. 2 duo panels, and then 2 more 3Ds. I cannot believe all of that. 10 embossing folders. You're not going to get the bag, but I'm telling you now, at that price, who needs the bag? What a cracking embossing folder deal that is. No wonder there is. I mean, this was meant to last not just today, it was meant to last a few days. Over 60% of this has now already gone. It's not surprising when you see the price that you can be having this beautiful, Craig.
Definitely, really, really is. Can I just please just like clarify as well, for anyone that didn't see Craftball earlier on and just thought, well, he's very rude, yawning like that. I a little bit of insomnia at the moment. I've got it from my mum. I can go a couple of weeks where I sleep just like a baby, no problem at all. And then for like this last week and a half, I have seen till like 4 a.m, 4:30 in the morning before I then drop off. And then I've been in, of course, over the week, like up till this whole week, and then at the weekend with Debbie as well. So that's my, so I do apologise. Anyone that does know us from quite a while back know that me and Debbie love each other a bit. So it's nothing she said or she's showing. It's nothing that Susie's saying or anything like that. It's just we're getting to the end of the day here in the UK. We've got about 40 minutes to go. It's just starting to catch up with me, he says, although I'd done it in Craftball earlier on, so no excuse there. But yeah, if you are new to us, that's what that is. That's the story. Linda
it was
Lewis.
Charlotte made me laugh. Craig again!
Yeah, she did, didn't she? Yeah, again. Poor Susie's like, oh, am I boring you, Craig? It's like, no, I was just going through your comment. I was just going through. Loving the show. I haven't got a favourite presenter. You're all fantastic.
Oh,
but
that's
won't
so
be
kind.
me after today, will it? That's for sure. That's for sure. Lynn is barring on Facebook saying, I love the Masquerade ball kit. I used it to make a daughter's memory book for her 30th birthday. Oh my God, that would have been cool. That would have been really, really cool for sure. Andrew Bennett saying, evening all, evening crafty fella club members. Yeah, we're talking about the male crafty fella club members earlier on. Susie's also saying, oh, I had some baby corn in my lo mein Chinese takeaway last night. Lo mein.
Chow mein?
No, she's just put lo mein, L-O mein.
That's a new one.
Charlotte's heard it. I've not heard that before. I've heard of mein before, like chow mein. We've also got Gareth Dobbs saying on YouTube, so glad I got that Masquerade section. Rhonda Crawley Creations, I'm the same. Every time I see those baby corns, I think of the movie Big. Yeah, I do. Yeah, when he thinks it's an actual corn on the cob, but a baby version, and just tries and eats all the little bits. Love that. Annie Cagle on YouTube is saying, now we know what to do with the feather boa that's been hanging in my closet for years. There you go. Start to use it in conjunction with the Masquerade. As I did know, all absolutely loving that mask Debbie just made maybe about 10 minutes ago, 15 minutes ago. Angela, Essex, Lynette Price, Lynn Barden, Stephanie Theodos, Jessica Strichter, Kate Reestad, Pamela Greenidge, are all saying absolutely love. Stephanie Theodos, Debbie, you need to visit New Orleans. The masks there in the shops are outstanding. Yeah. Susie's then said, yes, Debbie, then you can visit me.
Oh, in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat.
Couple of quick questions here, Debbie. Yep. Kendall Sarafian on Facebook saying, Craig, put my name, I'll send it across to Debbie. What acetate do you use when making a card like Debbie made on the first card in this show? So
heavyweight.
Heavyweight.
Yes, because I want a bit of rigidity. So if you're removing some cards, you're weakening your card's base. So for me to give a bit of rigidity and stability, I put heavyweight acetate there. So that's what I always personally use when it comes to card bases or domes, where I want something that stands proud, doesn't flop anywhere, and literally that's the one that I would use. So and that's exactly what I used in that first demo. Heavyweight acetate.
Perfect.
Heavyweight acetate.
Thank you very much. Kay is also saying, could you back the feathers onto acetate or vellum?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yep.
Awesome. We've also got Katie Falk on Facebook. First visit, what a delightful accent. Is that me? Is that Debbie?
Must be you.
Do you think it's me?
You've got a gorgeous accent, Craig. Mine's just Yorkshire tones.
Yours is lovely. I like your accent.
My Yorkshire dulcet tones. Yes, I'm a Yorkshire lass through and through.
Yorkshire lass, yeah.
But yes, but when I mean, if you come to my neck of the woods, they talk a different language. So I consider myself to be a little bit, I don't say posher because that's not the right word.
You're like what I am, understandable within our region.
Yes,
definitely.
Because some of the language in Yorkshire, you need its own dictionary to understand, because it's true. You only have to look out there.
Yeah, well, I don't need to say much. Dundee, Aberdeen, Glasgow, even I struggle sometimes, to understand them. So that's what I was saying there. Many people will say, oh, I'm from Scotland. Oh, I can understand what you're saying. Because, some of the, of course, the accents, depending where you are, of course, in Scotland, can be very, very tough to understand. Right, any questions, anything like that you still want to get in, you've got a little bit of a time, but what we are going to do is many of you have not only have you put that embossing folder mystery bag in your basket, a few of you have actually still got some of that Masquerade ball in your basket. Because of the world of technology nowadays, we can see what you are hovering over when it comes to, of course, what's in your basket. So what we're going to do is we're going to give you a couple of moments for you to check out your basket. Don't worry about going into the golden ticket just yet. You'll still have time just after the show. But what to do is check out. You'll see this little video from Ben, this fun little video from Ben, and we'll be back in a minute.
A few weeks ago on the show, we were talking about places where all you guys lived. We might have used Google Earth just to have a bit of a sneaky look at the village, town, or city that you lived in. And I thought it might be quite funny if I wrote a little ditty and I put on my Facebook page, where do y'all live? And I'll put your towns and cities and village into my little song. But I didn't realize that there would be about 425 responses, so I'm gonna cram as many places into this song as I can, but I won't get them all in. We craft everywhere, man, we craft everywhere. From over here to there, man, we craft everywhere. In crafters we've got our share, man, we craft everywhere. We craft in Lydney, Lynbrook, Launceston, Lehana, Tampa, Darlington, Almond Beach, Sedalia, Wills Point, Widnes, Wildwood, Wildham, Chautauqua Lake, Walkerburn, Yate, Bay, Hesperia, Sublimity, Pinhole, Avon, Freeport, Mableton, San Jose, Enumclaw, Great Bend, Detroit, Keniston. We craft everywhere, man, we craft everywhere. From over here to there, man, we craft everywhere. In crafters we've got our share, man, we craft everywhere. Craft in Parachute, Paradise, Pollux, Papillion, Sheepshead Bay, St. Petersburg, Seacon, Sutton, Saturday, Bristol, Brighton, Brooklyn, Blackwell, Barnsley, Tide Squeeze, South Shields, Temple Hills and Bentley, Tampa, Pillar, Tucum, Cary, Ottawa, Hull, Harrisburg, Lexington, Tupelo, Cincinnati, Austinburg. We craft everywhere, man. We craft everywhere. From over here to there, man. We craft everywhere. In crafters we've got our share, man. We craft everywhere. Craft in Loxahatchee, Lakesville, Lawrence, Lacey, Livermore, Albuquerque, Weeki-Wachee, Pensacola, Ellsmere Park, Mechanicsburg, Williamsburg, Rebella, Houston, Burlington, Wet Wang, Market, Drayton, Yale, Memphis, Wellington, Wapakoneta, Homer, Sassa, Santa Rosa, Wichita, Honolulu, Riverdale, Melbourne, Commerce, Spinton. We craft everywhere, man. We craft everywhere. From over here to there, man. We craft everywhere. In crafters we've got our share, man. We craft everywhere. Craft Newton Abbey, Richmond, Dudley, Georgetown, East Kilbride, Eugene, Ferrum, Brownwood, Walkerstown, Newarheim, Fort Wayne, Gloucester, Chester, Long Beach, Raphael, St. Dominic, St. Cloud, St. Augustine Beach, Sand Springs, Romford, Tulsa, Traverse City, Wesley Chapel, Ballarat, Medina, Rampo City. We craft everywhere, man. We craft everywhere. From over here to there, man. We craft everywhere. In crafters we've got our share, man. We craft everywhere. Craft in Sawbrook, Tucson, Kissimmee, Philadelphia, Chicago, Las Vegas, Biloxi, Lafayette, Elmira, Glendale, Scottsdale, Anchorage, and Hurtville, Seattle, Gold Canyon, Ipswich, Cumberland, Unionville, Toledo, Miami, Atlanta, Cleveland, Gold Canyon, Altoona, Calounda, Port Orange, Glover, Rising Sun. We craft everywhere, man. We craft everywhere. From over here to there, man. We craft everywhere. In crafters we've got our share, man. We craft everywhere. And there's a few more places I didn't manage to get into the song. West Runton, Newcastle, Kingswood, Sandbach, Carlisle, Bewley, Albury, Durham, Springfield, Ashington. We craft in Greenville, Lincoln, Nebraska, Sumter, Oak Park, Winchester, Knapp Hill, Stoke-on-Trent, Mount Pocono, Greenville, Charlotte, Oxon Hill, Tunbridge Wells, Modesto, Haverhill, Sierra Vista, Arecibo, Morgantown, O'Fallon, Aurora, Black Forest. We craft in Hermiston, Brownsburg, Henderson, Socorro, Fort Myers, Mandenholm, Hilliard, Farmingdale, East Moline, Summers Point, Calgary, Charleston, Sawston, Malden, Galloway, Fitchburg, Hopewell, Aberdeen, Winstead, Castlewood, Chatsworth, Limestone, Victoria, Willoughby, Rockland, Canton, Falmouth, Conestoga, Lyndhurst, Ashbourne, and Cluj-Napoca. Oh yeah.
We craft everywhere. Yeah. That's all I was just doing for that. Yeah.
I can't. It's in your head. We craft everywhere, man. You can't help it, can you?
You can't.
It's just in your head.
It is.
In the head.
It's going to be in my head for
Forever.
the rest of tonight. That is for sure. We have Anne on Facebook saying, Craig, how do you pronounce Linlithgow? I hope I've spelt that correctly. I think you have. My cousin has traced parts of her family back to there. Yeah, it's funny enough, I can say Linlithgow, but Anne, I can't say your surname, so I apologise for that one. Yeah, I'm not even going to attempt to say that, so I apologise. So yeah, Anne on Facebook, Craig, how do you pronounce Linlithgow? I hope I've spelt it correctly. So Linlithgow. So in some ways, it's actually kind of phonetically the way it looks, so the way you would say it, or the way it looks is the way you would say it, absolutely. Sam McDonald on Facebook, I have some Scottish friends and I have to translate to people what my mates are saying. It's hilarious. Every now and again, actually it happened this morning, we had Rebecca in marketing, also in social, and one of the new girls, you'll see her name popping up every so often coming forward, Olivia, and I'd said something and they're like, what? And for me, it was just a simple word, and I said it again, they're like, what are you saying? I can't remember what it was, Charlotte, but it was something so simple that even I was like, you've not heard that word? They're like, yeah, but not the way you've just said it there. So actually, do you know something? I think they're both in tomorrow. I'm going to double check with them and see what that word was, because, yeah, it's funny, it's things like that'll happen. Well, it's happened with Charlotte before, haven't you? You're like, what are you saying? What did you just say there? I'm like, yeah. when I talk too fast. There you go. Wow, thanks. She's getting her own back from earlier on tonight. Debbie, you've got Shimmer ink pads, haven't
Yes,
you?
back in stock. So we've had them back in now probably about a week. I've had about a week,
Something
about a
like
week
that.
now. Not had them in since birthday week because they literally were our brand new Shimmer pearlescent pigment ink pads, gorgeous metallic shimmer in there as well. These are gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. So much you can do with them as well. I've just laid them all out in front of me rather than going through the colours. So I'm just wondering if our lovely Charlotte can go overhead. Overhead, thank you very much. And I'm going to go through the colours with you. You've got peach rose, you have got lime soda, queen bee, we have sugar plum, toffee apple, starlit sky, tropic blue, frosty mint, raspberry, and then lastly over there, amethyst. I say lastly, there's nothing lastly about that one. You have got this lovely new shaped ink pad. It is jam-packed full of all your fabulous metallic, and it is metallic, pearlescent metallic shimmer. They don't do them justice when you're looking at them. They do it justice when you get them home, which is why they've sold out. Once we have them back in stock, all I would say is if you've been fancying these, you know, 1 or 2, that's absolutely fine. But take a look at the screen. £53.91, $71.91 is an amazing price in itself. Look at the lowest that you're going to get to with the platinum. Now, they've been done in this particular design, and I've popped it both ways so you can see it's like a little tear. Well, I say a little teardrop. It's almost like a little speech bubble as well. What would you call that shape, Craig?
Yeah, I would say a teardrop.
Yeah. So you've got like a lot of surface area here, and then where if you want to do that pinpointing detail or you go in with that little precise detail, you've got the space to do it with this lovely shape as well. And like I said, these are perfect for heat embossing techniques, which we're going to cover in a second, blending, also stamping with. I'm going to cover that one as well for you, so we're going to do a bit of stamping with them as well. But you do get this gorgeous, vivid shimmer with this beautiful pearlescent metallic ink. And we're calling it metallic because you get those metallic effects, and I'll show you that in a second with a couple of samples. There's lots of things you can do with them, and we have like dedicated shows on these when they launched with our lovely Leanne. Go back to that show because it is ready available there, because you can be doing things like this where you create that lovely enamelled finish. That's the heat embossing technique that you can do with these. And it looks beautiful, but also because of the water-based technique to them and with the water-basedness about them, does mean that you can do little techniques like going through your pattern stencils, splashing with them to create little backgrounds. That one is absolutely a beautiful example.
It really
I'm going to show you another one here. Look at that shine. That is the difference between a quick dry, a water reactive, and even our opaque pigment inks, because you don't get that metallic shine that you get with these. Absolutely incredible.
Forgiven thinking that was pigment ink and that was clear embossing powder over the top, wouldn't you?
Yes, absolutely. And that's what it looks like, but it isn't. It's the shine from there. Now you can take it into your mixed media, and I'm going to bring this one in just for a second. I remember Jake's face when I showed it, because I said to him, can I have a little look through? Beautiful samples that we've got. But do you know white gesso, Craig? So this is one, and I'll give her a big shout out because Nicole, for me, is one of the best. I actually consider Nicole.
If I could be anywhere near what she can
I
do.
wish I had a fingernail of her talent, is what I'm going to say, because this woman is amazing. Nicole created this. It's a home decor piece, bit of a canvas, lots of texture paste and lots of different things in terms of mixed media. And you can mix, so you pop your little ink down on, you can put a little blob of white gesso on and mix it so you can get a nice little ink so you can cover over it as well. So it'll not water down, but it gives it a different effect.
It does,
However,
doesn't it? Yeah.
this lovely Believe what she's done has been used with the heat embossing techniques. So that all of that piece has been created from these colours right there. I mean, how amazing is that?
It's beautiful.
If you love home decor pieces, go and follow Nicole. That's a quilling flower that she's done, but it's just absolutely stunning. The girl is just so talented. She's amazing. She really is. But yeah, that's why Leanne pinched her from our design team. I brought her on to the team. She actually works for Crafter's Companion. She's so
but
talented.
she won't come on air.
No.
She won't come on air.
No, I know. Yeah, she's. We would in a heartbeat have had Nicole, but she does some amazing work, and I know that Leanne considers Nicole and her team, because Nicole's got a team of ladies as well. they're just the best in the business.
Bianca's
so I'm going to show you
work
how
too.
they are. What was that?
Bianca's work too.
Oh, Bianca's
like you say,
stunning.
all the
Yeah.
team. But
All
yeah.
the team, yeah, absolutely. They're all fabulous. I'm going to do a bit of stamping, then I'm going to do a little bit of heat embossing technique as well. I've raided Jake's butterfly collection.
Oh, have you?
So I've gone with, it's from the vintage butterfly, so it's just a stamp that I've got onto there. Yeah, it is his collection, but you know, it's not really his collection, it's like our collection, shall we say. And I'm going to do a little bit of stamping. So I'm going to take this amethyst and I'm going to go over, and again, you're just going to take this down onto that stamp. And the lovely thing about it is the shape, you can hold it whichever way is comfortable for you. So if you want to get a lot of it, take it around on that side and hold it and give that a nice coverage all over that stamp. It is water-based as well, so it does mean that you can do all your little spritzy techniques, and I usually call it the hearty-farty one, but you know what I mean by that. Do you know when you want to create arty-farty?
Oh, arty-farty, yeah.
Or what do you think I said?
One.
Bless you. Yeah, yeah. Some really nice image, you know.
Yeah, it's just mixing it up together,
Mix it all
isn't
up,
it?
yeah. Get, you know, really take full advantage of all that gorgeous, vivid metallic shimmer in these, and try all those different techniques. I'll show you a little technique book as well that I've got. Now, I'm making sure I've got a good coverage, Craig, because you're probably thinking, she's busy talking, she's got carried away. But I'm going to bring in my stamping platform because I do want to get a nice coverage straight away. I'm not trusting my hands today. I've got a bit of watercolour cardstock because I am going to do a little bit of a water technique with it. So I'm going to come in and stamp. I've got my spritzer at the ready. And we're going to take that stamp now then. Debbie, you normally think that looks about right, doesn't it? Actually, no, it don't. Let's go up a bit further. Normally, I put my stamp over the cardstock, then pick it up and do it that way because it's the easiest way to do it, rather than what I'm doing here. However, let's stamp that down. So coming in and going over the whole of that butterfly and getting all of that stamped. Look, that colour matches my nails.
Oh, it does, doesn't it? Also, it does.
Yeah, it does. So I'm going to make sure that I've got it all covered. And again, it's a beautiful stamp, this. It really is a beautiful stamp, but you can see straight away. And then, of course, this is when you can, and like I said, you could add your clear embossing powder if you wanted to as well, or you can spritz it. Now I've said I've got my spritzer, I've put my spritzer down, where I've put it. Do you know?
I did.
Sometimes, Craig. But you can spritz it, so it will move. So when you give it a little spritz, don't want to do it too much because I don't want it to take away from what I'm going to be doing in a second. But you can obviously mix your colours up as well, so an ombre effect. Let that dry, it will move it around, but you can add your little splashes. So if I pop in, let's come in with this sugar plum, I'll pop a little bit just down. You can tell they've been used a lot, these, can't you?
I noticed as well, Debbie, and I do this as well, but when it comes to the ink pads, although that they are ergonomically designed to fit in the hand, I still hold them the normal way that I would do.
Yes, I know. It's just training your brain, isn't it?
That's it. Yeah. So although they're designed for you to do that, you don't have to hold them. You still want to hold them like you would do normally with your quick dry or what reactive or pigment. You can do
exactly.
But yeah, at least you've got that little benefit as well to snug in your hand.
And then you can just do little, you know, you can flick these as well. You're not going to lose any of that. You know, what's that? Impactfulness? Is that the word I'm looking for?
Yeah.
And I'm just taking some of that colour, but I am going to show you as well that heat embossing technique. And of course, you can take your brush and you can move it around as well, or you could go in and colour. Dry the stages, but I'm just going to do a couple of more colours because I really do like this little technique. But yeah, you can't help yourself, Craig. I'm doing exactly the same. I'm doing it again. I can't help myself. Oh, when you see these colours as well, they're absolutely delightful. They really are. But really beautiful. So you can create your little splashy background techniques as well. And like I said, pulling this out, you can pull a little bit of that colour if you want as well. Have a little play around with it. And I'll show you in a second with, and I wouldn't be wasting any of this that's at the side of me. I would be picking that up or splodging me cardstock into it. But you can dry that off as well. So let me just bring in my heat tool. And I'll show you some of them. I'll show you some of that techniques as well, that technique book. But just dry that off. And I'm just going to just pop that over the top.
Okay. Brilliant. Crafty Angie on YouTube, where did the Believe die come from? Well, I think we kind of covered it with that Wish die as well. They kind of came together. This is, I don't know, maybe a year, 2 years ago. So it is from past collections. You will find that as well. Certain items from past collections may be used to showcase certain mediums, such as these ones here.
Yes.
So yeah, so you know, and it's nature of the beast sometimes. For instance, the Believe, the Wish, it's perfect to showcase our sparkle. But
yeah,
you know,
and to be fair, Nicole's been crafting a very
She
long
has.
time, so she'll have got quite a collection of different things, and especially when it comes to multimedia kind of stuff, which she's absolutely amazing at. But yeah, she'll have collected that over the years. I do believe actually it's one of our old ones. I can't remember, but I think if I remember rightly, it's one of our old ones. Now the lovely metallic sheen that you'll get on there when you leave that looks absolutely incredible. You can then go in and you can take your ink daubers and you can go in. Should we go in with we'll go in with that raspberry. You can take the ink daubers in. Now just be careful not to do what someone's done with this one.
oh, who's done what?
I've no idea. They've given it a little bit of a kiss. Oh, isn't that gorgeous? That.
Oh, look at that.
That is beautiful. I'm thinking I was going to go with sugar plum, but I'm quite happy with that one.
Yeah.
I might go in with a bit of both, actually. Let's go in with a bit of both. But yeah, you can come in and you can still do all of your things that you would normally do, like your distressing. And then, of course, because it doesn't dry instantly, you do get this beautiful opportunity to get it open and add your inks to it as well, which is, again, what we're going to do in a second. But it doesn't dry instantly, and I can start to see that lovely shimmer coming through. I've often seen Leanne take one of these pads and go straight across. Have you seen her do this? She takes a piece of paper and she goes straight in and just streaks it down over the top. And literally, you can see we've been using these a lot. So, oh, actually, let's go in like that.
Oh, look
now,
at that.
I can see instantly
like
that shimmer.
raspberry sorbet.
Yeah, look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? And that's when you would add your powder, your clear embossing powder. I'll just bring in the one that we did. And when I said you can get a little bit arty with it, it doesn't have to be anything so literally just splash your colours on. But again, let it dry. Even though it's water-based, you can still see the shimmer coming through there, which looks absolutely beautiful. And honestly, there's so much you can do with these ink pads. I will just show you very quickly some of these. You've got a background wash where you can take your colours. Like I said, in this camera light, not very easy to see, but the shimmer is beautiful. You can fall bleach with them because you have the opportunity, like they do. They don't dry instantly, so you can do that. Drop wet colour onto paper and spritz, then you can use your heat gun to dry in between those stages. Go through stencils, and again, you get that lovely shimmery effect. Letterpress technique on your embossing folders. They're the kind of things that you can do. Create your own colours as well, so you can take a couple of those colours and create another one. So that's the Queen Bee alongside the Starlight Sky, and you can mix up a custom colour, and you don't lose any of that
Sage
impactful
green.
sheen because it's still there. Go over your embossing folders. Always exquisite on an embossing folder, can I tell you, Craig? A lovely one there, just with stamping with your inks and draw out the colour, a bit like what I did with mine. That's exactly what you're going to do, but let's put it that way. There you go. So you can see. So again, you do have that, and it gives it a soft pastel effect. Looks beautiful. Take your watercolour, so take you straight from your direct there, pick it up with your brush and colour with it. Again, stamp with your inks. So stamp and then colour with the inks. So that's being stamped, the outline, with the tropic blue, and then coloured in with the frosty mint, and just start to bring in your colours. Again, absolutely beautiful. Stamp with your ink pads with your sentiments, colour your die cuts in with your ink pads as well. So many different things that you can do with these. They are incredible, they really are. Absolutely incredible.
Lots and lots of them you can do. As Debbie said, that's that full collection, 10-pack collection there, $53.91 or $71.91. You got that saving of 10%. Platinum comes down to $43.18 or $43.13 or $57.53 for all of that. And you never know, if you do go into, of course, our website after you've confirmed your order, go into your golden ticket competition, put in your details, and you might actually win that order back tomorrow. You'll find out tomorrow where 5 lucky winners will be announced, and they're going to win their golden ticket, which is their order. Right, so what we're going to do just in a moment, we're going to do a demo of the show before we do demo of the day, of course. What we have got is, and funny, I was thinking the same, Susie, I do believe there is going to be another Shimmer ink pad craft along coming very, very soon in March. It is either with Debbie Fisher or I'm sure it is Corinne I'm sure it is. But either way, yes, there's another Shimmer ink pad, because when Corin done the one on the 23rd of December, when I was on this side, Corin was demonstrating, it all sold out. There was only one individual colour left to purchase, so you can still go back and watch that craft along. However, I do believe there is another one coming very, very soon in March. So keep your eyes out, peeled for that one. Keep your eyes peeled for that one. 25th of March at 2 p.m, there's going to be a Shimmer ink pad craft along, and that is with Corin, absolutely. It is. Right, so, demo of the show.
Well, this is easy. We've only got two.
You only got two?
We've only got two because we've had so many different deals and different things on. So, we'll start with number one with the Wisteria. So that's number one.
Gorgeous.
Oh, number two.
Oh,
and I've just added a few little pearls on whilst I've just added a few pearls onto there. Oh, number two, my little mask from the Masquerade ball. Nice and easy.
Well, not easy to choose, that's for sure.
Well, no, not easy, but
Not
a
easy
nice,
for
easy
sure.
vote. One or two.
One or two. You've got a few minutes left just to get your votes in there before Susie will let us know. And while we do that, what we'll do is let's have a look at something that has been really, really popular all throughout today within Wake Up Call and then within Craft Vault earlier on. So we're going to have a look at them again. And that is the Sane Dies Craft Vault selection. 10 dies in total. So you're actually going to get 5 sets. In each set, you're going to get 2 dies. The Sane die and the Matte and Laird die. Now, one of these, I can't remember which one, but one of these was actually the one that Leanne would use when she actually showcased the Shimmer ink pad when they launched. So the 5 that you are getting are these ones here. Now, individually, each set would be £7.99. Or, you know, for you guys stateside, you'll have just been over that, of course. Whereas you're going to get all of this for £11.50 or $14.50. Platinum comes down to £9.20 or $11.60. That includes Friends Like You are far too few. You're also going to be getting your every day might not be good, but there is something good in every day. You're also going to be getting there are friends, there are family, then there are friends that become family. Then you're also going to be getting your family is where life begins and love never ends. And then last but by no means least, you're going to be getting where there is faith and hope, miracles happen. All of that you're going to be getting for $11.50 or $14.50. You can make cards such as these ones. Now, when it comes to your cards and your project, something that I get asked, you know, quite often is how do you differentiate the positioning on your cards or your project of where the focal point's going to be and where's your sentiment going to be, what size do you do your sentiment, etc., etc. Well, this is perfect because not only is this the focal point, but the sentiment is the focal point. So you don't need to worry about all these additional details when it comes to sizes and positioning. That can go in the front of your card. But of course, it can go onto your projects if you want to, memory books, scrapbooks. It can go into home decor if you so like. But there you go, all of that. Platinum price, £9.20 or $11.60. That's been very, very busy. It's been that busy, I'm surprised we've actually still got some. I don't think it's going to be far before we approaching limited stock, but £9.20 or $11.60. And actually, although that's been really, really popular, the other item as well that's been very popular today are the ones that Debbie's about to show you right now.
Oh my God, yeah, I'm not surprised because the price is insane. I just think, what are we doing? We're giving them away. What is happening today with the Craft Vault? Because we've had some amazing deals, 70% off the top end of some of those amazing deals, which exactly is what these are. And these are fabulous. So if you love nesting dies, you're going to love these. Decorative nesting dies give you so many different opportunities because they've got a gorgeous frame behind them as well. But look at the price that you see on the screen. You've read that right. £23 or $26. And then take a look at the platinum price, £18.40 or $20.80, which for me is absolutely stunning in terms of how good a deal this is. It's insanely good. Modern Swirl is just one of these 6.
I know, it's crazy.
6 sets. So what you've got is all of this beautiful detail being the outer frame. And then you have the next nesting layer, the next one, and then an additional swirl on there as well. Now, because you've got, and you can see with the dies, decorative, next decorative, and then the cutout. So they all fit in each piece, but then it gives you the ability to create frames as well, because you're just going to either put that into that frame, and it'll cut those frames out, as well as the nesting ability.
Yeah.
So for me, absolutely incredible. So that's the modern swirl.
Loving
You're
that
also
one.
getting the abstract frames. Beautiful. Again, you can see the way we've laid that out looks like Father Christmas's beard. Every time I look at it, I think, stop it, Debbie, it's not Christmas.
Yeah, I think Brock Lesnar's tattoo.
Ah,
Yeah.
yeah. So I can see where you say with that one.
You
yeah.
have no idea what I'm on about, do you?
It's one of your isn't it one of your what do they call it again?
WWE.
I always want to call it WWF. What
Well,
is
it used to be WWF.
It did,
yeah.
didn't it?
It did used to be, yeah.
Yeah, isn't it one of your rocky people? Isn't it one of the
Yeah.
fighting people?
Yeah, Brock Lesnar, yeah.
Yes,
One of
yeah. I've heard you mention him
tattoos
once or twice before, Craig.
Yeah. He's been
And I have seen pictures all over your socials as well.
Well, I don't randomly share pictures of like Brock Lesnar or that, but you know what I mean? Yeah. There we
But I didn't know. You see, I do pay attention.
Yeah, you do.
You see, the absolutely gorgeous set of nesting dies. And then the third one in that collection is the filigree frame. Beautiful, aren't they, Craig, these?
Mm-hmm.
And I know you adore nesting
I
dies.
just love them.
My favourite out of this particular set is the Deco swirl frame. We mentioned it once,
Yeah, we did.
twice. We might have said it once or twice today. Roaring 20s.
Defo.
Screaming to be used with that collection. Delicate lace. Look at the detail of the delicate lace. It is outstanding. And then a more traditional feel to this one. Those gorgeous decorative roses. So and I say 6 dies. This isn't 6 dies. This is 6 die sets that each die set has got. Is it 4 or 5, Craig?
I think
1,
it's...
2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
4?
I think
We'll go with
4
4.
in each.
So 4 times 6.
6, 12, 24.
Thank you.
That I can do.
24 dies.
No way.
We're having a laugh, aren't we? We're having a laugh. We're talking pennies a die. How much? 76p a die. Having that when you say it like that. And that's how I look at things in my brain.
Yeah.
Work it out. Value for money. Big tick. Gorgeous creations. Big tick. And so many different ways you're going to be able to use these nesting dies. So absolutely brilliant deal. What's the percentage gone of this already, Jimmy Danny? Over half the stock has gone. And I'm not surprised. And we've only had them in the craft vault. We did it in Wake Up Call.
That's right.
But this stock was meant to last us. Don't forget we do Second Chance Sunday. Whether it'll be here or not
knows?
is another matter. But take advantage of that fantastic savings, 70% off. Absolutely incredible, Craig. Do you want to see a few samples?
Yeah, let's
Have I
do
got
that.
time?
Yeah, let's do that,
So I'll
yeah.
just show you just a few so you can see the kind of things that you could be creating with them. Absolutely stunning. Pop of colour. Keep it muted if you want to keep it muted. Bring in lots of patterns if you want to bring in lots of patterns. Take it nice and use it as well, very cleverly, into your card making designs. So a lovely easel and then a little flopper stopper there with your extra little pieces on. Again, beautiful, stunning. Take your colours, take different papers, take your heavyweight acetate and create dome features. Oh, honestly, Craig, it is a stunning collection. Absolutely incredible. We've got 2 hours of tuition, tutorials, that you can go and check it out. But you won't see them at that price. It's the best price ever. And I honestly mean it when I say you have to have them in your life.
Defo.
Really, truly. In your critical crafty
more.
life, get hold of those tonight.
Could not agree more. Absolutely. Right, demo of the show goes to number 2. Number 2.
My little mask.
Your mask.
It's my little mask.
Your mask.
You can't have it. I'm giving this to Safi. You can't have it.
No, might not win though. We're still got to demo of the day.
True. That is very true.
Yeah.
And oh yes. Oh, it's going to be an even easier choice.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
Or slash harder.
This is a good. Susie's going to love us.
Isn't she just?
She's going to be saying, yeah, Debbie can come back more. You ready?
Here we go. Rightio. So demo of the day. So we've got number 1 is what Debbie used or made when it comes to Wake Up Call with the Wisteria collection. So that's number 1. And Debbie?
And number 2. Oh, let me go that way. There you go.
There you go.
1 or 2, you decide.
Absolutely. You literally just have a minute or so to get your votes in, and then we will let you know which one is demo of the day. Right, let's have a wee look at these ones before we get ready to wrap up for the day. And this is our Centura Pearl 6x6 card blanks and envelopes. You're going to get all 6 packs here, £25 or $33. Platinum comes down to £20 or $26.40. In each pack, you're getting 8 Centura Pearl, 310 GSM card blanks. You're also going to be getting your Centura Pearl envelopes to go with them as well. Lighter weight paper for your Centura Pearl envelopes, but it's still that top quality. When it comes to these ones, as I say, within each pack you're getting 8 of them, and these colours complement the Centura Pearl colour range that we do. Metallic silver. You're also going to get snow white. You're also going to be getting your metallic gold. You're also then going to be getting your baby blue. You're also going to be getting, baby pink and then baby blue. And you're also going to get the fresh cream as well. These two certainly are musts, having the white and the cream, but you get them all together. So when it comes to white and creams, perfect for that elegance or that wedding. You've got your baby blue and pink, which is perfect for your newborns, and then you're going to go in with your gold and your silvers as well that are going to work with so many of your collections. Maybe going in with, of course, your Roaring 20s, maybe going to go in with your Masquerade ball, maybe with the silver again, going in, of course, with your Wisteria collection. So all of these are going to be used throughout your crafting tools at home. Right, well, we're just about at the end of the day. We're just waiting on that result coming in. And if you thought, oh, phew, that is, at least that's it now for Craig and Debbie. No, it's not, sorry, because you've got us all day tomorrow as well. We've got a jam-packed day coming your way tomorrow. We'll go over that just in a moment, but before we do go, take this opportunity to check out your baskets and head across onto the website. This is all about, of course, our sweet event that we've got going on at the moment here. So when it comes to the website, Sweet Surprise, onto the website there, you're just going to go up to the top left-hand corner where you see Golden Ticket Competition. So this is what you're going to do after you have checked out and confirmed your order. You're then going to go back into there, put your email address, put where you're from, and also pop what crafts that you like and submit. That's all that you need to do. And then tomorrow, 5 lucky winners will be announced as to, well, 5 of you will have won your order from today. If you have done more than 1 order today and gone in and put your details in, that's fine, you're able to do that. However, if you are a lucky winner, you will only win 1 of your orders. So that is any orders up from first thing, early hours of the morning, right up till 11:59 p.m, wherever you are across the globe. So keep that one in mind. So you may win your order from today from Crafters Companion. So myself and Debbie, we will tell you which 5 are the lucky winners tomorrow on Crafters TV. But yeah, tomorrow we do, of course, have Wake Up Call. And then, well, I'll tell you what, because I'm back on this side here, and it's Debbie that's across there once again. What have we got tomorrow?
I think, do you know, I'm trying to remember, because I'm here for the next 2 days, actually. I'm here on Saturday as well with Corinne.
I know you're here on Saturday as well.
So I think we've got a wake-up call.
We do indeed.
Where we're going to be having a little sneak peek of everything coming up. I believe we've got a masterclass. Is it? Oh!
Colour Me Happy.
Colour Me Happy. How could I forget? Colour Me Happy. It's all about the aquas. Thank you, producer Johnny, for reminding me. And guess what? A double craft vault.
A double one?
A double craft vault. Another one. It's like a Debbie's double, well, not Debbie's double discount, but Debbie's double days of craft vaults.
Deals, yeah.
Deals. That's it, yes.
Johnny, but we'll have some different ones.
Deals.
Oh, different deals.
Different deals, yes. There's
There you
just letting you know, different deals. So don't be thinking, she's coming back with same deals. No, Craig, no.
Of course,
More
they've got a cushy job. They're just going to redo the show that they've just done. Just put in the VT of this one. And hey, there's an idea. Could do that.
Could finish early.
Finish early on a
We'll never
Friday
know,
night.
Apart from this bit.
Well, yeah, that's very true. Very true.
But yeah, so it's going to be a good day. But we do have loads lined up for you. You'll just have to tune in in the morning, see what we've got in store for you.
It's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. Genuinely have had so much fun, probably more fun than I have had in quite a long time. So thank you, Debbie.
You're
I know
welcome.
you're kind of at the brunt of it
You're
from
welcome.
that side. And of course with Johnny and Charlotte as well. It's been such a fun day. One last thing that we have to do before we go, of course, and that is Demo of the Day. And I think Debbie will be pleased to know that Demo of the Day it goes to number 1.
Yay! I
So
can tell you
therefore-
Masquerade stuffy.
You can take that one home. So there you go. That one there is demo of the day. So that's going to go up against, well, so far it's going to go up against me from Monday's launch with the creative cards. It's going to go up to, well, is that Leanne Corin in the creative card? Is it? Yeah, absolutely, it is, for sure. That's right. I'm missing a day, of course, because Corn was in, wasn't she? For sure, yeah, and then it was Cartload yesterday with, of course, Academy of Colour. That's what it is, so there was no demos for yesterday. Rightio. Thank you so much. Susie, thank you very much for your help. Rachel as well, earlier on. Jake as well, who's been busy beavering away as he always does out there, keeping everything going for us. Johnny, Charlotte, they're off now for a few days. And then we're going to have Nicola and we're going to have Georgia the Joystick back in the building tomorrow. So gosh only knows what it's going to be like. If you think Johnny can be a cheeky monkey when he's in control of this crafty ship, well, wait until you see what Nicola can be like. She could be a giddy kipper at times, so she could be. Check out your baskets. Once you've checked out your baskets, or if you have not as of yet, after you've checked out your baskets, go in and then pop your details in, of course, into the actual do your golden ticket, of course. That's the best thing to do. Rightio, have a lovely evening here in the UK. Have a lovely rest of the day for you guys stateside or wherever you are across the globe. Myself, Debbie, Nicola, and of course, Georgia the Joysticks. We'll see you live back here tomorrow for the final Crafters TV show of the week before we go into our new weekend. See you then.